It's our first MMA fight of the night, and we're heading to the AFL lightweight division. Let's welcome fighter number one out of the blue corner. He is Elijah Barnes.
Shifting gears, headed to the little bit of mixed martial arts. We've seen the striking only. Going to mix it up now. Elijah Barnes out of Hard Knocks 365. Got 5 fights under his belt here. Excuse me. For those of you watching that are uninitiated to the rules of amateur mixed martial arts in Florida, ground and pound, legal to the head, only striking the head with an actual padded surface, be that the shin guard or the gloves, standing or on the ground. Striking to the body, totally okay. Not a big deal there. With the knees, such as that, hammer fist, all that good stuff. So Elijah Barnes, who I have had the pleasure of commentating again in the past. A lot of familiar faces here. Good to see them getting the reps in. Again, Elijah Barnes, 2-3. Don't let the record fool you. I've seen him drop a razor-thin decision in the past. He's one judge scoring one punch differently from being 3-2 at least. So records can be tricky. Never trust a record, except for a solid gold record out of Nashville, Tennessee, baby. This is a good little matchup for our first MMA fight. Uh-oh, got an issue with fingernail, or is that an issue with the gauze? Fingernail could be bit relatively easy, I would like to think. Yeah, yep, fingernail. Biting that off. No point in wasting time getting scissors or clippers out for that. Icing the kicker, keeping Israel Hernandez waiting backstage, brother. We got a couple guys with 5 fights under their belt. Israel Hernandez, by the way, 2-2-1. So both guys come in a little. Take it back. Elijah Barnes is at 161. Both guys come in a little heavy. Elijah Barnes at 161. Israel Hernandez at 159. So we'll call this a 160 catch weight. Why not? Again, more weight classes, better fights, in my opinion. Got that fixed there, I believe. Got the fingernail trimmed down. That is definitely something that needs to be done at home before leaving Phil weigh-ins. That being said, no, still working on that. I actually got any clippers for that. So, you guys heard any good jokes lately? I see that Auburn up 7-zip. Go crazy, Cadillac, go crazy. War Eagle to all my good guys out there. There's Elijah Barnes taking the cage now. That beard game is on point by the BT Dub. And got the cage locked. Now here we go. Taking the cage is Elijah Barnes. Now we will introduce his opponent.
And now we welcome to the cage his opponent, Israel Hernandez.
Israel Hernandez again, 2-2-1. Coming in a bit over as well at 159. He is the Cuban Viking, which is an interesting mix, I must say. Especially with that helmet on. It's not a Viking helm, as it were. Game face on already. Israel Hernandez, I've also had the pleasure of commentating in the past. Not a shabby wrestler, as it were. We'll be looking to impose to grind tonight on Elijah Barnes. Some grease there being applied. 2-2-1 out of American Top Team Pines. That would be the Pines of Pembroke. ATT versus Hard Knocks 365. Pretty common interaction that you see down here in the South Florida MMA scene. Again, a 155 bout, technically we'll call it a 160 catch. 159 for Israel Hernandez, 161 for Elijah Barnes. Nice trunks there. I did like the accoutrement of Israel Hernandez, the Cuban Viking. Fingernails were trimmed at home. Taking the cage is Hernandez now. First mixed martial arts bout of the evening is about to get started. Nothing to it but to do it. Blake Chadwick. Tell me what's popping, guy. No, or not.
The Action Fight League live at Gulfstream Park continues with the following bout brought to you by Orange Beanie Global and is set in the AFL lightweight division with three-minute rounds of action. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands at 5 feet, 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 159 pounds. He enters this fight with an amateur MMA record of 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. And fighting out of American Top Team Pines and Pembroke Pines, Florida, here's Israel, the Cuban Viking, Hernandez. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He stands at 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 161 pounds. He enters this fight with an amateur MMA record of 2 wins and 3 losses. And fighting out of Hard Knocks 365 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, he is Elijah Fancy Pants Barnes. Referee assigning this fight, Ray Ramos.
Again, got a couple guys here about to have their 6th fight facing off. 2-2-1 for Hernandez, 2-3 for Elijah Barnes. A little mixed up on the walkouts there, brother. Other than that, nothing to it but to get after it, as it were. Round number 1 is underway. Touch of gloves. Here we go. First MMA bout of the evening. Action Fight League Amateur Series from Gulfstream Park, the Sport of Kingsroom. And he is hurt.
And Fancy Pants getting on him right out of the jump.
Chadwick.
The Cuban Viking.
You barely made it, Chadwick.
Facing a deficit here. And Elijah Barnes like a house of fire.
That is all she wrote.
And Ray Ramos puts a stop to it. And Blake Bowman, that is a wrap.
Yes, it is. Protest the stop. I didn't even see the shot that caused the initial damage, but Elijah Barnes turned it up to 11, brother.
Let's take a look here.
It already happened.
The Cuban Viking stunned a bit. Elijah Barnes does not stay off of him.
No.
Continues that output. The Cuban Viking nowhere to go. And Ray Ramos senses trouble. And our veteran official puts a stop to it there. A couple of knees, a couple of uppercuts, and that is a wrap.
Folded him again, folded him up like a shirt. Again, it was so early that the replay showed the whole fight and still missed whatever shot it was that did the damage. That was, I mean, Elijah Barnes ran to get it. All right. All right, yep. Doctors in there administering. I think that Hernandez, I think the Cuban Viking is going to be just fine to live to fight another day. Good stoppage by Ray Ramos. I mean, the guy got dropped twice within 10 seconds. It's an amateur fight, my friend. I know it hurts your pride, but there's no reason to have that get any worse. But right now, Elijah Barnes, you had one mission, and you executed it immediately. So congratulations, Elijah Barnes. I'm stuck filling for time here. I hope Elijah Barnes has a prepared statement. We're going to need to eat up a bit of the clock, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what it was that happened, but Elijah Barnes was hurt. I'm sorry. Israel Hernandez was hurt from the second the bell rang. Elijah Barnes got there quicker than 2 shakes of a lamb's tail and poured it on and kept pouring it on until he couldn't pour on no more. Ray Ramos calls a stop. Blake Chadwick, what was the time on that?
Referee Ray Ramos stops the fight at 30 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO with the strikes out of the red corner, Elijah Fancy Pants Barnes.
Elijah Barnes evens the record out 3-3, 6 fights, and that's about as impressive of, if he decides to take this to the next level, about impressive of a bookend to your amateur career as you can get. Lose that mouthpiece, get your interview, young man. Got to get our pictures and all that good stuff. Chadwick, keep this time up, guy. Yeah, Elijah Barnes trying to get out of there. No. Where are you going?
Elijah Barnes, the fight only lasted 30 seconds. We want to keep you in the cage for a little bit more time. Again, first big finish of the night here, first MMA fight of the night. Take us through that 30 seconds.
To be honest with you, it started off, he was hesitant, and then I was like, to the leg kick, and I was like, nah, bro, I kick. So, Hellraiser leg over here, baby. Set it up, he didn't do anything back, so I was like, one, let's see, and when he fell, I was like, okay, yeah, better.
So Fancy Pants now moving to 3-3 in your amateur MMA career. 6 fights under your belt, certainly have some experience now. What's the next move for Elijah Barnes?
We're going to take our time here, come back, knock somebody else out. I kind of want a regional belt down here before I go pro, but we'll see what happens.
Well, Fancy Pants right there calling out. We do have a lightweight title fight coming up later tonight.
That's my homie. He's going to win that fight, folks. Fuck the other dude. Fuck the other side. You know what we about.
Elijah Fancy Pants Barnes moves to 3-3 in his amateur MMA career with a huge win.